Hello everybody, it's Farm Sim Guy here, hope you're all doing well. We are here today to look at the Flint Hills Autodrive network that's been created by Chris Freeberg and is available on Mod Network, and it's well worth going and downloading. Now, as you know, I'm a big fan of Flint Hills as a map, and this just enhances the gameplay on it, makes it a lot easier to run a big 4x map like this when there's a really good network of roads for Autodrive. So I'm going to show you how to install this, how to get it up and running, and then we'll try some of the courses out and just show you just how detailed and how well this has been done. So to get started, you need to do one of two things. You need to already have a game with Flint Hills already saved on your save games, or you need to create a new save game. Now, I have a game already saved here. So what you need to do, you just need to make sure that when you're loading this up, that Autodrive is set up already to load in. So there it is, it's already ticked for me. So we will just start our game. Now, if you have it already installed, what it'll do if Autodrive is one of your mods, it will create an Autodrive config XML in your save game. If it's a new game, again, just activating the game, loading the game in and creating a game will do exactly the same. So what you need to do if it's a new game is create the game, load it in with Autodrive, then save the game and quit out, and we'll go to the next step. Now, before we go to the next step, I know that was save game 12 that I had loaded in there. So I know that this game here of Flint Hills, there we are, Flint Hills, is my save game 12. And just to confirm that Autodrive is loaded, let me find a truck and I'll jump into it, and there you can see the Autodrive menu has appeared on the right hand side there. So let's jump out of game again and I'll show you what to do next. Make sure, like I said, if it's a new game, make sure you save it and quit the game before you turn the game off. Okay, the next step is I'm going to assume that you have already downloaded that course, that Flint Hills Autodrive course, to your downloads folder. There it is zipped up. I've already unzipped it. So this is the unzip file. If I go into this, you'll see there's just two files in here. There's the config, and there's a very simple README that gives you the explanation and the instructions for how to install this. But I'm going to tell you how to do that anyway, and it's very simple. If you go to your documents, to My Games, to Farming Simulator 19, and then if you scroll down to, now we remember it was save game 12 that our Flint Hills save was on. Open save game 12, you will see in here at the top, Autodrive config.xml. Now, that has been put in by Autodrive when you load in the game, and at the moment that will be empty because you've not set up any Autodrive courses. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this Autodrive config here and we're going to copy it into our save game. So the only thing we need to do before we do that is just remove Flint Hills and the underscore before it. I think he's just put that in there for identification when you download the mod. But after that, you can right click, copy, move over to your save game 12 folder and paste. It will ask you if you want to replace the file in destination. Yes, you do. They've got the same name, so Autodrive underscore config is what it wants to be called. And there you go, in save game 12. And now we'll reboot the game. Okay, that's us back in the game. And there we are again, save game 12. We're going to hit continue there. Load that in. We'll just confirm again that Autodrive is loaded. It is, it's ticked. We'll hit the start button and just jump in. So there we go. We're in game now. We will just run over here. There's our truck, exactly where it was before. So nothing seems to have changed. What we can do is just jump into the truck and confirm that we have Autodrive installed in the mods, which I'm absolutely convinced we will have. And there we go. Now what you can see here is that it is in edit mode. The triangle in the bottom corner is highlighted. Now I will say this isn't going to be an Autodrive tutorial. That's a completely different video. I'm fully expecting that you have knowledge of Autodrive and you've used Autodrive before if you're using this. But if you haven't, there's some excellent videos out there on YouTube that will teach you about Autodrive, and I am planning on doing one in the future as well, so bear with me on that. But I found this today and honestly had to share it with you. It was so good. So what I'm going to do, I hit my middle mouse button here I'm going to come out of edit mode just to show you that the drop down menu here, Chris has added in every single field, every single point that you would need to go to across the map, and it's incredibly detailed. Now if you jump to the map here, you can see these little markers for each of the locations that he's put on the map, and you can just see how many there are. It's absolutely huge. Everything from the animal dealer right down in the bottom, field 46 tucked away down in the bottom corner there, all the sell points here. So there you go, the anhydrous station there, liquid fertilizer and the purchase points. There's Flint Hill Resources. So everything, there's the shop. And I believe that when he set this up, he used a Super B Pacesetter series, and we've got the long one here. This is the New Farmer base game setup. But what we'll do, just to prove how good this is, I think we'll head out of here and well, let's make it easy, shall we? Let's just head to, it's in alphabetical order, so let's just head to the shop. So we select shop, we hit the button here to drive, and off we go. Now we can see that setting as well, showing us our next point. That's something you can switch on or switch off in the Autodrive menu. But we'll let him run there. In fact, I will go in and turn that off just to show you. The other thing as well I like to do is just up the look ahead distance to 8 meters. It just helps a little bit more when it's recognizing what it's got to do next on the turns. And we'll go into the settings here as well. And I think there's an option here to show you. There we go, show next path. It's in the second menu. I want to turn that off, which will basically remove the white arrow in front of you. So there we go. So he is running on his course now. We are doing nothing at all. We're just watching him. And look, he's actually put these wide turns in because of the big trailer. So a lot of detail and a lot of consideration has gone into making this work. He said it has been predominantly designed for trucks, for hauling from the farm rather than tractors and getting to fields and stuff, but I'm sure it's going to work as well. We're actually going to do a couple of tests with the when we get to the shop. We're going to purchase a couple of other things and give them a test as well. But if I just jump back into the menu here, and we'll just jump back into edit mode so you can see all of the stuff on the roads. You can see how slick this is, and then look at these junctions. Look at the options. He's put the wide turns in for the trailers, all the way over there into the anhydrous point. I mean, a lot of work has gone into this, a huge amount of work. So really, Chris, much appreciated. I think definitely on behalf of the community, you've done a fantastic job here. Again, look at these junctions. Look at the amount of thought that's gone into that network to make sure that it works. So we're going to head down here. Obviously, we're in edit mode. It shows you where the stock points are. They've all been labelled. Obviously, if you come out of edit mode now, they disappear. I'll need to find another one now. There we go. Fairbank Locker is there, and the shop is down here as well. So if I rotate here, you can see that. If I turn edit mode off, the names disappear too. But this is a really tight turn. But look, he turns with no issue. Absolutely fantastic. So that's us at the shop. He's going to turn into here now. We'll get our little marker at the top telling us that he's arrived in a second. And my plan here is I'm going to buy a couple of vehicles. And we're just going to send them on wild courses and leave them to it. And we'll just keep an eye on what they're doing. We'll send them to the far corners of the map. And then we'll have a little bit of a play around some of the sell points here, because some of these are quite tight. Some of the grain drop-off points are quite tight. So it's worth you seeing how good this is. So he's arrived here now. That's brilliant. His job is over. And he's arrived where we wanted him to. Okay, I said I was going to buy a couple of vehicles. Let's buy ourselves a nice big truck, shall we? And what I'm basically going to do very quickly, I'm going to send him for a spin down to field 46, right in the far corner of the map. So what I want to do here, just to avoid any issues of him starting off, is I'm just going to move him past the front of the truck there, because he might cause a little bit of an issue there. But now we're here now. He's close enough to the network. We'll turn that off. And I'll just confirm if we go all the way over here. In fact, what we'll do, we'll go to the animal dealer first. And once he's been to the animal dealer, we'll send him to field 46. So we'll send him on a little route there. First location. Animal dealer will be at the top because it's in alphabetical order. Let's go to the animal dealer. And we'll send him on his way. He'll let us know when he gets there. It's telling us it's going to be about 5 minutes and 45 seconds. So we'll let him get on with it. Just see on the map, we can see him moving there. And you get your little label above at the top of it as well, saying who he is and where he's going. And he'll basically just work out where to go. It's not using the stop signs, but you can't expect everything. So we're just going to leave him. We're going to have faith in him to just go wherever he likes. We'll jump back in the Warrior here. And this time we're going to head down to Flint Hills Resources, which is where the ethanol plant is. And I just want you to see how accurate this truck is going in and out of the quite narrow areas. It really is a fantastic job. So again, taking the turn wide there to make sure we accommodate the trailer. And then we'll just run to the road here. Again, he's got a little bit more space here, so the turn isn't as wide. But there we go, pick up to speed now. We're just going to run just a little bit further along here, past the gas station, to the ethanol plant, and then we're going to turn in. So, again, I'm going to turn on edit mode, just to allow you to see the network and how it's running. He's going to start to slow here. And he's going to turn. Let's see how the network's built and how the truck is following each individual line so it doesn't get lost. Now look at this. This is narrow. This is the weighbridge coming up. It's taken a wide enough turn to get aligned, so there's no issue of catching anything here. Even at speed, it's incredibly accurate there. Again, round here. And lots of opportunities to bash into stuff here for sure. And there we go. Round the corner here. There we go, there's the label under Flint Hills Resources to just drop the truck into. So imagine how much time this is going to save. I mean, you could do a drop-off point here, so it could do an auto unload as well. We've just got it on driving at the moment. So actually, he's overshot it just a little bit, so you might want to reverse and unload your trailer here if you wanted to. But, you know, brilliantly done. Brilliantly done. And now let's send him back to the main farm, shall we? Scroll down here. Main farm, let's send him to the main farm bins. Out of edit mode, and let's just send him on his merry way. So it's telling me there 3 minutes and 34 seconds till he arrives home, but up here it looks like our truck has reached its destination at the animal dealer, so let's just go and check him while he's heading home. So there's the animal dealer. Let's visit the animal dealer, and looky here. Well, well, well. There's our guy. Made it here with no fuss at all. So, now we know that, let's send him on another little journey to field 46 and see how he gets on. And off he goes. Now that's telling me 6 minutes and 33 seconds, but it's going to work out his route. And what's brilliant about this is you can run a load of these at once. So you could have a grain truck unloading, you could have a truck going down to the animal yard, all whilst running courseplay combines in a field, an unload point. So you could actually fully automate this map now without ever having to do anything. I sense a bit of a challenge there, don't you? So as you can see, it flickers a little bit with the brakes, controlling the speed, and you can adjust that if you want to. But for now we'll just leave it with all the default settings when you load this in out of the box and let it run. So we'll leave him to head to field 46 again. It's suggesting it's going to be about 5.5 minutes till he does that, and we will head back to the yard and the main farm bins. And any second now, I do believe, just turning at the end of the road there is our truck. Here he comes. He's going to run up here. And he's going to come into this first gate. Oh no, he's not. He's going to go into the second gate. He's going into the second gate. You can see him pulling out into the road there to make the turn. And here he comes. Brilliantly done. He's actually a better driver than me. And he will roll under the bins, ready to be reloaded. Look at that. Fantastic. Now he does stop past them. Like I said, again, he stops past them, but it's just nice to get that bit of the job done. If you want to reverse now and fill them up, or you can change some of the settings, feel free to do that. But really, it's the basis of the game that's been set up to do this, which is fantastic. So, yeah, there you go. Autodrive for Flint Hills. Now, obviously, you could set this all up on your own using Autodrive, but what's the point? This guy's gone out and done it all for us. So, Chris, on behalf of the community, I'm saying thank you to you, because that's a brilliant, brilliant job, and it appears to work faultlessly. Faultlessly. So, there you go. If you needed another helping hand for Flint Hills, you've just got it. Autodrive for Flint Hills. What a brilliant course it is. Now, just before we leave, we want to just do a double check. We were sending our guy down to field 46 here, and here he is heading along the road. Let's just jump back into him and see how he's doing. But he's making good progress. And I fully expect he's going to turn here. And this will be a good challenge because there's a fence here as well. So let's just see how accurate this is. But there he is, running down past field 40 and 41, in between the two fields. And you can see the path going through the trees here again. So it's a good course to test this on. In he goes through the trees. Any second now, he'll appear at field 46. And there we go. So, I don't know what else to tell you, other than this is a brilliant, brilliant addition to this map. And there are other Autodrive courses for other maps on Mod Network, so definitely worth just heading over there, just typing Autodrive into the search, and it will bring them all back. But for me, for now, the Farm Sim guy, that's Autodrive for Flint Hills, another brilliant addition to a brilliant map. I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.